Hey healing homies, it's your honest homegirl Keisha Neek, and this is going to be a quick homegirl horoscope for you guys. So as you can see, I'm in my bed. I've been resting. I really haven't been feeling like doing nothing at all. Now, for some of you guys, my pain card, despair, hurt, betrayal, came out in the reverse. So for some of you guys, you may have just recently, have come out of this, what can I call it? I'm hearing the word storm. You may have went through hell and high waters, okay, baby? And you may have finally have gotten the strength to get out of bed. Have finally have gotten the strength to move past something, to finally you allowed yourself to feel those feelings. You probably dwelled on them for a little too long, but it's okay because it's like you're at the end of whatever was hurting you, harming you, trying to destroy your character, trying to just put obstacles in your way every way they could see fit, right? And I feel like you have been collaborating, right? But not collaborating with humans, shall I say. You have been communicating and collaborating with spirit, with source, with Allah, Yahweh, Yeshua, whoever you want to call it, however you want to call spirit. You've been collaborating with your ancestors and your spirit guides for this change. You've been talking to them. I see some of you doing some type of shadow work. And you got to remember too, 3 plus 5 is 8. 8 could also be abundance, right? And 8 could also have been the total opposite. You could have taken this betrayal, this hurt, this anger, this frustration, all those things that you were embodying at one point in time, right? And you could have took it and made the worst of things. But you chose to make the best of things out of each situation. And I feel like what you've been communicating with your spirit team, with your ancestors and stuff, about how you've been feeling, what you've been going through, and it's like I'm seeing them finally like clapping, where it's like you finally came to us. You finally asked for our help. You finally activated us. And a lot of you don't realize that you have to activate your ancestors. You have to activate your spirit team. And that's by you communicating with them. You telling them, listen, I need your help. You can't just be, hey, hi, how are you? Giving them a glass of water and some offerings and then think they're going to work for you. They're not going to move unless you ask them to. And I feel like that's what you guys have been doing now. You've been asking for the help, something that you haven't been accustomed to doing. And I see a lot of you finally getting the communication back from them, finally hearing from them, finally seeing things being moved for you in various ways. So it's a good thing that, you went through this storm. Some of you, you don't even realize that it took for you to go through whatever you went through, whether you liked, right now, honestly, you didn't like what you had to go through, right? But you went through what you went through just to get to this point. If whatever transpired didn't happen, you would not be here right now. You would not be getting this confirmation right now. And for some of you, the betrayal, honestly, with this transformation coming here, because look, it is a transformation card. But what I also noticed when I made this card, I had no idea that there was a 4 in the reverse. So if I flip it over, that's a 4. The number 4. That's stability and security, right? That could be family. That could be, things that just had a rocky foundation. It wasn't solid. It wasn't standing on 4 legs. It probably was standing on 3. Some of y'all, it was standing on 1, But all of those things had to come crashing down. All those things had to happen. All those things. And it's like there was an incident where you may have told some people or shared some things that were going on with you, and it came back to you. And I always was told by my dad, right? He always told me never have the same conversation twice. And that meant when you told somebody something, you purposefully used keywords, you purposefully said things a certain way, you used certain examples, because if that were able to come back around to you from a different person, you knew exactly who said something, right? So I feel like something may have came back around to you and you're finally realizing that you need to stop telling people your problems, especially as people that can't fix them for you. Okay? Because a lot of times people ask how you doing just to be nosy, just to be a monitoring spirit, just to see what's going on in your life, just to see if whatever they may have sent your way actually attacked you. So please be mindful of that. Because everybody that you think is your friend ain't your friend. Some of the people that you think is your family ain't really your family. And right now, people are being exposed for exactly who they are. Just pay attention to their actions. Just pay attention to how they treat you. Just pay attention to how they move. And it's going to show you. It will show you. Don't listen to the words. Pay attention to the actions. And for some of you guys, a lot of this stuff happened, not just, it may have happened to you a little bit, but I'm also seeing too, like this happened to your divine masculine. This happened to the person that you're supposed to be with. And you may have felt some of that energy. You may have felt how they were feeling. And you probably wondering like, well, why did this happen to me? And all of a sudden it's because you both are like walking in alignment with one another. It's like they're walking down their path, you're walking down your path. And this could just be the divine masculine within you, where your divine masculine side and divine feminine side are walking side by side. And before it may have been unbalanced, right? But you guys now, both energies within you are walking side by side. And you're starting to see things from a logical perspective and an emotional perspective versus one or the other. And you're using both logic and emotion to make decisions now, right? You're not just going to allow your emotions to get the best of you. You're going to think strategically. You're going to feel how you feel, but you're going to also think strategically on how you're going to move with things moving forward, right? So I feel like for some of you guys, that's what you may have been, dealing with. Is there anything else, Spirit? Yeah. See? New beginnings and completed cycles. All right. Let's get some homegirl advice for my healing homies. What homegirl advice do we have for you guys? Yeah, it says, what's at the bottom of the deck? Candle magic. I told you, some people were sitting there sending things your way. And a lot of times people don't even have to sit there and do candle magic, sitting there lighting candles. They literally could gossip about you. That's the biggest form of magic right there. Of witchcraft is gossip. Them talking about you. Them projecting onto you what's going on with them. Their insecurities, they're projecting it onto you. That's witchcraft. Any form of manipulation is witchcraft. It's magic, whether it's good or bad at the end of the day. And I feel like that's what was bothering you, and that was what's being projected onto you. So please be mindful. And it's like, pay attention to the signs. Okay? Like, they're showing you. Your ancestors, your spirit team, they're coming in. They're showing you left and right. You just have to pay attention. Okay? Pay attention to it. And it says life is beautiful when you start to see God in everything. So this goes back to you seeing the bigger picture on why you went through what you went through to get to where you are today. Like, yeah, you had to go. I tell people all the time, you got to go through hell to get to heaven. So you went through a little bit of hell just now, just for you to get to heaven. And it says it's not meant to be. So for some of you guys, you may have ended a relationship. You may have ended a job. You may have ended certain friendships. You may have ended a lot of things in your life recently because it wasn't meant to be anymore. You tried to hold on to something that was past its expiration date. You wouldn't hold on to spoiled milk now, would you? So anything that has expired, let it go. Let it go. Okay? Mwah.